Well, hello, you beautiful, gorgeous, lovely people out there. We are back. And the camera is all set up wrong and everything is going wrong. But everything, hopefully, will be going so right. Hope everyone out there is good, is beautiful, is, you know, doing well. Have no idea if anyone missed me, but there we go. It's been apparently 16 days since I last streamed. That's a fun fact, isn't it? That is a fun fact for us all to, I don't know, digest or something, I suppose. That's probably how that goes. But yeah, I hope everyone out there is good. Hope everyone is doing well. Just having a quick check around, seeing if there's anything I need to know about. Before I do any things, it looks like we're all good. So, yes, indeedy, we are back in Spain and we are going straight into the first game of our third season in charge against Atletico Tordesillas, who I know nothing about. I have not looked at this save in 2 weeks. So let's have a look, see what the old media bobs are saying. They're saying second behind Salamanca, but I'd like us to overcome that. So that's what we're going to try and do. We undoubtedly have new players, and I need to remember who they are because, as I said, I haven't looked at this save in a couple of weeks. So, in terms of our new signings, I signed him at the back end of last summer. I think I just brought in this guy, Gustavo Orellana. He is in on a... Oh no, I didn't sign him. I don't know why it's saying I did, unless I've had him on trial doing weird things. I have. Okay, so he joins from Deportivo Bay in the league above, a centre-half, 5'10", not much of a centre-half, but that's life. But he looks like he could do something for us. Bit of a job, bit of a trick here and there for us if we're lucky. He was followed in by Ahmed Amri, who is a Moroccan under-21 international attacking midfielder who joins us on a free from Girona Bay. So he has played in La Liga Dos, which means he has got something to offer. Great determination is a thing he has to offer for us. Mikel Rodriguez joins us from Badajoz Bay. He's played a lot of games for them in the league. I guess that's the league below us. It must be, because the first team of the league above. But he's only 18, so he will hopefully develop and grow. One for the future, padding the squad out with youngsters. Mauri Halva, 21-year-old Dutchman, joins us from PSV Eindhoven. And, well, as a defensive midfielder, he should be top stuff if he's come through at PSV. Although he doesn't have a left foot, so we should probably fix that while I'm thinking about it, because, well, it's probably not a lot of good to us just having one foot, you know, because of football. Quentin Jacot is a French goalkeeper, 19 years old, coming in from Lyon, where he has in fact played for Lyon, which played for Lyon's second team at least. So at a fairly comparable level, should be alright for us, one would imagine. Hey Kit, she is alive. Yes, I have returned from my sojourn into cat sitting, because that was a thing I had to go and do while my mother was on holiday. But yeah, Quentin Jacot has joined us, a French goalkeeper. Steve O'Leary, an Englishman, because I was worried I was going to have to, get better at speaking Spanish. He joins us from Newcastle, and he is a midfielder of all varieties who has a bit of potential and hopefully can do more than that. He doesn't have a second nationality, which is going to make him a pain for us. Joan Ramon Tatare, 20-year-old right back, has come in from Barcelona. So he naturally is going to be a world-class footballer. Eric, I hope you're well. Sorry, I'm trying to remember how to stream because it's been so long. Hey, Charlie. Kit's return to the Sunderland save. Outstanding stuff. Luxera is a 23-year-old right back and left midfielder because reasons, who's just ridiculously quick, but with 3.5-star ability on loan to us from Villefranche in France, but came through the Monaco Academy, so you know he's going to be a bit of a footballer. That's basically the update. Wow, that was quick. Let's account created 2 minutes ago, following since 9 seconds ago. Wowzers! Imagine that. Hey Liam, I've been good, mate. It has been 16 days apparently since I was last. I think it's been longer than 16 days, but that's what Twitch is telling me. Is it's been 16 days. I thought it was a bit longer than that, but you know what? That's fine. We'll make it work. But I hope you're well. And yeah, we are pretty much ready to go with our shiny new squad. I'm sure that's not all the players we've signed, because I'm pretty sure I didn't mention Alex Casey. He's a centre half. Joins us from Newcastle. I say joins us from Newcastle. He actually was with us last year. And then had a loan at a Rushall Olympic, but he's going to be in our first team today. So we'll see if he's any good. Lineup today is going to be Mendes, Sabater, Gomez, Casey, Giner, Montero, Herrero, Madrid, Jimenez, Thera and Jot. And on the bench, I've quick picked this and I've not given it any further thought, haven't I? That's a thing that I've done. I was at my mum's crib for 16 days, yes. Because she was in America and her cats are unfortunately quite bad at feeding themselves. So someone had to go and look after them, and that someone just happened to be me. So, you know, it was fun for what it was. Do I want a defensive midfielder in there to the Soiveres? I think I do, and I think it's going to be Tatare. I think. We do have a slightly stronger squad this year than we did last year, but we also have a much deeper squad than we did last year, which is going to help. But yeah, the bench, Para, Luis, Iker Latour, Tatare, Murara, and Tatare. Wait, there's 2 Tatares. How did we end up with 2 Tatares? I don't remember signing 2 Tatares. This one came from Dam. Alright, cool. Anyway, we're going to go with that. We're going to see if we can start the season off with a win, because that's a thing that I feel like we need to achieve, is starting the season off with a big, beautiful win. That will do us nicely. I feel like the FM interface has changed somehow, and I don't know why. So the trouble with not looking at the game for 2 weeks, I suppose, is that I have no idea what's been happening with updates and whatnot and all that nonsense. Sure, something happened. I'm sure it was fun. So that's good. This is a match we should be winning. So we'll make sure we do start the season off with a 17-0 win. That's the plan. A 17-0 win. It probably won't be a 17-0 win, let's be honest. It won't be a 17-0 win. We'll hope for a 1-0 win, and anything above a 1-0 win is gravy, really. But yeah, this team, despite the fact it looks a lot like last year's team, has a lot of reinforcements in the right places, I think. Because it's been 2 weeks since I put this squad together. I super don't remember fully, to be honest. But we're going to be positive, I suppose, and try and get ourselves a win to start the season. Giner, come on, get the ball to someone that can score a goal. Sabater can score a goal. We've seen him do that a few times. Has a pop, doesn't score this time, because that would be way too obvious, wouldn't it, for him to score this time. Let's encourage the players. Let's do that. I'll try and remember how to play FM26 right in front of your very eyes. It's great stuff. I have, because I had the streaming issues, I had a lot of time just to randomly play Xbox games, and I started playing Watch Dogs Legion. It's a very different game. My brain is in sort of Watch Dogs Legion mode when it comes to gaming at the moment, so I'm sure this is going to go absolutely perfectly. So, Sabater to Jimenez. Over the top, looking for, I guess he was looking for Serra. He didn't find him, but Serra's going to try and beat Bracons and doesn't, and Da Costa clears. Giner to Serra. Serra forward to Madrid. Madrid to Herrero to Jimenez. Jimenez with a shot, and it's gone very, very wide, is what we're saying. because that's just the life we're leading right now, apparently, is we're just not going to score goals because that would be too nice. Hiner's going to do a crossing, though. I got back home earlier, yes. Yes, I did, Charlie. Literally like 3 or 4 hours ago. I've literally got back, edited Friday's Supermarine video because I forgot to edit it before I went away. Ate some dinner, and then did a stream. I haven't even properly unpacked yet, so that's good. Oh, we've got a penalty. That was nice, and we've scored the penalty. That was even better. That's what we love to see. We are ahead. We are winning. We are golden. We start the new season off with a goal after 37 minutes and 6 whole seconds. That's the plan. Right, praise the boys. We're all over them. If the season goes like this, I'll be quite pleased with our work. To be honest, if we can be that dominant of every team we play and get 3 points out of it, I reckon we'll have had a very, very good year. And we can finally get that promotion there. As Hiner turns, cuts back, goes to Montero, back to Hiner. Hiner finds Madrid. Madrid for Serra. Serra can't score. And, well, we are just savaging them. We've got to the end of the first half and they've just got a shot on the board. That's the kind of good stuff we're doing. Find another gear to take control of this game. No one needs a pointy finger. So we just let it ride. We just go again. We just make the magical stuff happen. And we try and get more goals. That's the plan. Jimenez beats Ajuado into the box. Choke can't quite get a foot on it. Hiner to Serra, back to Hiner, over the top, looking for Serra again, who is never going to get to that ball because it was massively overhit. But we should be 2-0 up. That's a bit ridiculous. We should be 2-0 up. And, well, we are very not. So that's good for our XG to start the season. Gomez to Casey. Casey to Montero. Montero finds Madrid. Madrid finds Serra. Serra finds Hiner. Hiner's through. Hiner has scored. That is 2-0. And we are finally almost on top of our XG, which is lovely to see. Time to give the boys more praise, more love, more affection. You know, stuff. Noises. That's what we're doing. We have scored. We are 2-0 up. Well, that was interesting. Stam, welcome in, bud. How are you? How are you? It is random. It's the kind of thing that would be in a book, but I don't know which book. Yeah, it's the first time I've streamed in about 2 weeks now. I've been cat sitting for my mother while she has been on holiday. So yeah, I've not been around. It was very random. I'm really curious. I really want to know if that's a quote from something that I should have read. It's got me curious. Damn it. Damn it for getting me curious. Well, apparently if you copy and paste that into Google, it just starts writing a story for you. Who knows, is the question. Who knows? It was an account created 4 hours ago, though. So Soku's like, that's not from my book, is it? Did I write those words? And they'll say, no, I didn't write those words. But yeah, hi Stamp, welcome in. Lovely to see you. I have missed you like I have missed everyone else, of course. I have missed streaming very, very much. And I am glad to be back is the headline today. That'll do for now. Everyone's complacent. Everyone's complacent. Why would you be complacent when you're absolutely slapping people? Just questions I have, really. I am chasing lamely, Jordan. That is what I do. Still very curious about the origin of that quote, though, because that's what I do. Is curiosity. Two Tatarays on. That's not going to get confusing at all. We'll make it work. We're 2-0 up. I'm sure it will be fine. I'm sure that will be fine. Let's cut it back. Have a goal. Oh, Sarah keeps having pops.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Alexa apparently wants to talk. Right, let's just accept that we've won this game. That's a beautiful start to our season. That is a beautiful start to our season. I have remembered the new Life is Strange is coming out tomorrow. My plan is that I am going to try and do an entire playthrough and upload it to the second channel tomorrow. That's my plan, and then we'll do like a you guys make the decisions version of the run through on Sunday. I think is probably gonna be the plan. You're from Life of Strange. Okay. That's odd. You're definitely not a character from Life is Strange, because that would be really odd. And I am not that crazy. So, there we go. Well, that was worth creating the account for. How very, very odd. Right, Tropezon are our next opponents. We are gonna rifle through some games today. That's sort of my plan. Rifle through a few games and go from there. Basically. Yeah, already 2 bans in the first, 20-ish minutes. Are we even 20 minutes into the stream yet? Genuinely don't know. Genuinely don't know if we're 20 minutes into the stream yet. We're just about 20 minutes in. It's a good return, isn't it? It's a great return. Great return. That's what we did. A great return. I'm sure something good happened. Right. But yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about this season because we are predicted to finish second. I know last season we were predicted to finish first, but one thing we didn't have last season was a lot of teenagers available to us to help with backfilling. How has that Manchester 62 job application just been rejected? I don't think I put in any job applications last summer. What? This is interesting. Because whilst it's a step down-ish, Lynx are a club that can qualify for Europe. Which makes this far more interesting as a proposition than it should be. Hey, Simon, I am possibly on a telly, I guess. But welcome in, lovely to see you. Thank you for this 5-month subscription. Incredible work. Incredible work. Much appreciated. Very much appreciated. Hope you're well. we've just been offered a job interview with Links of Gibraltar, which I wasn't in a hurry to leave Spain, but Links are a team we can get into Europe. Like, we could properly go on a Champions League run, or a Champions League sort of chase with Links. And that does have me curious. That does have me curious. I'm guessing they're not in Europe this year, or they wouldn't have fired their manager. But let's see what they've got to say for themselves, shall we? That's fair enough. I hope you enjoyed. Is there a hint? You've left a comment somewhere that I should have paid attention to. Because I will pay attention to it. Aha! You did just leave a comment. I'll do a reply in a second because I don't want to just click an error. Oh, it is a hint that others should watch it. We did have a time. Yeah, the season's not started spectacularly in the Championship, but it will improve. It will turn around. That's the plan. I've worked in various other countries, many of them bigger than Gibraltar. In fact, I dare say all of them bigger than Gibraltar. It's because I settled. Sure, let's promise them. Would we? Would we? Okay. We'll make them promises. Yeah, I'll do better. I'm confident of doing a much better job. We'll pretend we'll stay there for a long time. Yes, I am comfortable. Financial trouble. Mid-table? My word, I think we're going to finish in the top half. £131,000 a year? I think that's just fine. And I have no requests. And I'm very, very happy. Thank you very much. We've got a wage budget of 131,000 a year where we are. Yeah. But I don't need to spend that much to win the league in Gibraltar. Let's be honest. So that'll be fine. Although I am conscious of the fact that their transfer window either is closed or is about to close, which could be an issue. I genuinely don't remember applying for the Lynx job. I must have done it at some stage. I just don't remember doing it. But it is a chance to go and qualify for Europe, which is interesting. Bit controversial, isn't it, going from Spain to Gibraltar? Could be considered a touch controversial as a move. Some might suggest. But, we'll see what happens. Any of those offers going to affect us? Not really. If they do want me to come in, they'd probably be better doing it before the transfer window's closed. Just a thought. Right. We are here for matching a Toropathon. Do I want to change anything? I think I want to put Latour up top because Mr. Choate did not exactly set the world on fire. Is there a better option there than Casey? Probably not. We could put a Sans in. Let's put a Sans in because we know him, and we'll stick Casey on the bench. Yeah, that'll do. Not too many changes, but enough changes. Right. let's get another win, shall we? Let's get another win. Because it's the right thing to do. Let's do that, and let's just send them out there ready to go. And we are underway here against Tropethone, and they've already given the ball away to us, and that was the last they saw of it. I was only half kidding, but looking at the stats, it might be the last they saw of it. We might just have not bothered letting them touch the ball much. That's fine. I'm good with that. I'm fine with that. That's pretty domination-y. Would have been better if we'd maybe scored a goal. But I'm fine. I'm okay with this. I'm happy with it. We are doing what we do. You know, creating lots of XG and no goals. It's just what we do. And the question becomes, are we about to get offered some money to go and manage in Gibraltar? Is that an experience we're about to have? Hiner beats Hector, looking for options, finds Serra to Montero, Herrera, Serra, over the top for the Saboteur. Saboteur cuts it into the box for Jimenez, back to Herrero, and we are 1-0 up. Watched him for 127 hours. I wanted to know, would you cut your arm off to survive? I've seen that film. I don't know. I suppose logically, probably. I just can't imagine a situation in which I would need to, because I'm not exactly the mountain climbing type. So the chances of me falling into a crevasse and having to cut my arm off are probably quite limited. I would suggest. We don't have a great many snow-covered mountains to explore in the Swindon area. So it's it's unlikely to happen to me. But I suppose if I had to cut my arm off to survive, I would, probably. I'd probably look for other solutions first. Because, you know, just going straight to chopping your arm off is a bit extreme. Right, let's give you guys the pointy finger. Oh, Latour, how have you lost focus? Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Let's get goals, shall we? That's what I'm looking for. Sarah's doing a great job. Madrid inside. Madrid with a little dink across the box. And Aritz Jimenez does not head the ball into the goal, which is a bit disappointing because that was kind of what I was looking for there. I would like us to get a second goal, ideally. I feel like if we can get a second goal, we can see this one out. Latour is through again. Tries to beat Diaz. Does beat Diaz. Goes alone. Wins a corner. Happy days. Let's get a goal from this. We're not going to see it. I don't even know why I get excited about corners anymore. I've been half following. I've had kind of a bit of a blissful disconnected from the world couple of weeks, to be honest. Couldn't off the top of my head tell you what results we've had. So kind of disconnected have I been from the rest of the world. Like, it's been quite nice. I think I needed a break from the world more than I thought I did. So, you know, has been quite nice having nothing to do but play with cats all day. Do recommend it. Do recommend that. Let's put Luis in there as well. Let's take off Sarah because he's having a mare for care. And I think we'll take off Latour for choke. One of them has to score eventually. One of them has to score eventually. Oh yeah, it's because with the new update, it overwrote Mr. Teeny's skin, and I just haven't replaced it yet. Because I've literally been back. I got back about 6 o'clock, so replacing a skin wasn't massively a priority for me. I will do it probably tomorrow, but it certainly wasn't like my top 5 priorities when I came in. But yes, that's all it is. It's literally the update last week or the week before last, whenever it happened, has overwritten the skin. It's just reinstalled the original FM skin. Oh, how are we letting that in? Come on, guys. How is that happening? But yes, didn't panic. I will put Mr. Teeny's skin back in the very near future. I don't know how we're being held to a draw by Tropithon. I'll be honest, that doesn't feel like a thing that should have happened. Doesn't feel like a thing I wanted to happen. Feels like an unfortunate thing, and this could be us losing the game here, and that would be even more unkind to us given how well we started in the first game. That was interesting. Right, no Doobie Rush into taking it. Let's not settle for a draw away at Tropithon. Come on, lads, let's think this through. Time wasting is already set to less often, so stop fucking about. You're just wasting time. We have to potentially score a winning goal. I don't see why that was a good idea in your head. Right, let's get a crossover. Get a ball into the box somewhere. Oh, that was poor. That was poor. 90 seconds to go. Iker curls it off the crossbar. Tatare with a shot. You spent 0 seconds watching. Interesting. It's a very weird lack of pinch. Oh, how is Iker? What a legend. Iker gets us a win. Yeah, I'd say that was wrong, because you've been here quite a lot. This is where everyone else tries it to see if it says 0 seconds. I was expecting that to just be a long kick that sort of ended up with a final whistle, and it just bounced off Jimenez and Iker scored it. I'm not against that. That's a good win. A good win. Yeah, I don't think Stream Elements actually records that information. If I had to guess. I guess the big question is, if I put it in there, I spend no seconds watching me. I guess that sort of makes more sense. It's very weird. Well, That was a good result. Let's see if we get a conversation with Links that we have to have. I thought it was going to be the conversation with Links we had to have about a contract. Have no idea how the transfer window works in Gibraltar off the top of my head, because it's been a long time since they don't have any registration window, I seem to remember. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be selling him. Don't think I'm going to be selling him. And Mark Santos, yeah, you can go. That's less of a concern. When clubs I've heard of come in for players, I get interested. He's frustrated at not being able to pursue a move to Villarreal. Bud. I get it. I do. But money? Okay. Let's see if we can persuade him to take £1,000. £1. Wow, alright. Thanks, Simon. God. I guess we'll have to see if we can get a giant sell-on clause then. No space in our squad, beautiful. Excellent, love how that doesn't just open up a typey box. Why doesn't that just bring up the league? Why didn't that just bring up the league I wanted to look? I was clearly trying to look at the league so I could see the rules. Transfer window has closed. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Just so I know. Just so we have some information before we make a decision. Ooh, we are signing players. Lovely. Lovely. Just blindfold and try to pin the tail on the donkey. Yes, indeed, Benny. How are you, handsome? Hope you are just as well as you are beautiful. And we know that's stunningly, blindingly beautiful. We know the rules. Tired but good. Fair enough. Entirely valid. Cooking up content. Oh, we love to hear it. I am good, mate. I'm good, thank you. I am trying to get myself back into the swing of streaming and speaking English, apparently. But you know, it's okay. Couple of weeks off, you know. It's fried the old streaming sticks, so that'll be fine. Diego, unhappy, promise not kept. Buddy, I mean, I tried. I put you on the loan list, and no one was interested. There you go. Thanks for seeing it my way, Diego, with that really obvious statement I made about how, you know, no one's interested, so no one's interested. Like, can't magic up interest in you, bud. It's just not possible, Captain. It's just not possible. Well, Lynx are not in a hurry. Lynx are not in a hurry, are they? And you said I'd be making a big step down. You'd think that'll be something you'd want to go after. Or if you want to go after someone else, do it. But, like, you know, either way, we're winning a trophy this year. Either way, we shall win a trophy this year. That's the plan. Wow. Well, boys and girls, we have an offer of a contract. Yes or no? I'll let you debate that among yourselves. I'm going to disappear for 30 seconds and I'll be back. So, guys, what are we thinking? Do we take it? Do we leave it? Like, they need a financial rebuild, but I think we get them one run in Europe and they're probably financially sorted. I assume they haven't played in Europe throughout this save. Otherwise, they wouldn't have any financial problems because, they have had a Conference League run a few years ago. I say a run, they got into the Conference League. Just the one appearance in Europe, though. I know, guys, what are we thinking? What are we thinking? That's the question for you all. They do have some lovely yellow kits. Well, yellow and, like, turd. And they've got a cat on their badge, which makes sense because they're called Lynx. In terms of players, nobody I know anything about. They appear to have a few English players. Looks like they've recruited almost at random. Some very odd recruitment jobs there. Very odd recruitment choices. Kieran Potter, formerly, he's come through at Links. Oh no, he's come through at Boreham Wood. Wood. They have an Argentine, Lucas Olmedo. He's aggressive, which is helpful. he's had a nationality swap. Lovely. Tyler Martin, 30 years old. Started off at Liverpool. Probably is a decent footballer. Somehow hasn't been capped for Gibraltar yet. So that's a question. Clausio. Started off at Manchester City. Switched to Gibraltar. Hasn't been capped. I do have some questions. This recruitment's so random. Really random. So confused by it. It's like they've just signed anyone that showed up. How is he on loan from San Jose Earthquakes if he's never played for them? I don't know. I have many questions. Another Finnish 30-plus-year-old. A former Ipswich player. I don't understand. Presumably those are the only players they have. Again, questions. I feel like I've managed Sean Jones, but I haven't. I'm very torn because we could get into European proper competition with this team. But it did say it was a step down. But with a bit of half clever recruitment, getting to like a European group stage would not be terribly hard, I'd imagine. Anyone got any thoughts? Half thoughts? Quarter thoughts? Currently, we are fourth in the league. We've only played 2 games. Whereas Lynx are 6th in the league. They've played 4 games. But top 3 qualifies for Europe? Possibly top 4? I think top 4 qualifies, top 3 qualifies for Europe. It's not done a great job making that clear. How have St Joseph's won the title there? They clearly have less. Oh, it's because of the championship group, isn't it? So they probably won the championship. Yeah, they have. Tis a conundrum. Like essentially, the decision is pros. We can qualify for Europe, no trouble. Cons, our wage budget is cut by a third. But it is a massive step up in terms of, despite us saying it was a step down in terms of club reputation, which seems stupid to me. We're currently at the 256th highest ranked league in Europe, and this is the 76th highest ranked league in Europe. But a promotion from where we are would put us into the 65th highest ranked league in Europe. There was it's not super convoluted. Like the top four get put into semi-finals against random other clubs from the top. Well, sorry, the second to fifth get put into random semi-finals against other clubs from the other leagues at the same level, and that's a two-legged semi-final into a two-legged final, and then you get promoted, which we failed at twice now. Whereas here, it's very much in Gibraltar, it's very much a case of top goes up guaranteed, yeah. Whereas here, top six goes into a championship group, and then the winner of that championship group goes into the Champions League as the champion. And then you only have to win one European game, realistically, to more or less guarantee you're playing group stage football that season. At which stage we could start hoovering up half decent potential footballers to the point where this reputation could go flying up. Well, it was helpful in that, you know, it asked some questions. How far behind the champions were we last year? I mean, we were maths. Maths. 19 points off the top last season. I do feel like European football is possible. Which I believe is top two in the championship group plus the cup winner. Unless, of course, the cup winner is one of the top two and then it's third. Yes, that's very stupid. Um, why that's still not in the right order. I feel like it's been a long time since we've had any like proper upward movement. I think my brain is saying we go for it. My brain is saying we go for it. It's a club that's never finished higher than third. Alright, we'll do it. We'll do it. Can I have 2 years? No, I can't. Alright, that's fine. Let's do it. Let's do it. Means I'm making a new thumbnail tomorrow, but we'll do it. Okay. So, welcome to Gibraltar, to the Lynx. They've won 1 trophy. No, they also won the second tier of Gibraltar a couple of times, but there is no second tier anymore. It's all one league. So that's irrelevant. Everyone plays at the Victoria Stadium, which is nice. We'll deal with tactics in a second. I'm not going to worry about responsibilities. We'll say hi to the squad. Hi guys, love it. Beautiful, thanks. Expectations finish mid-table. Strive to make progress on and off the pitch. Players unhappy. Leon feeling... I can see why he's unhappy. His name is spelled wrong. That'd make me unhappy too. Is he the guy that played for Manchester City? No, he's the guy that played for Cardiff. Okay, cool. Thanks. I'm not worried about captain right now. Stockwell didn't see it coming. Cool. Is there a better captaincy choice? There is. There is. He's going to have been there forever, isn't he? Job, we'll worry about that next season. We'll worry about changing our captains next season. This season, we're just going to keep on keeping on. Let's have a look at our wee squad, shall we? Our wee squad. We've got apparently a very good goalkeeper in Basembo Onyemachi. Good, obviously, for this level. Has played in League 2 before. Is he 5'4"? No, he's a fully grown goalkeeper. Fully grown goalkeeper, good stuff. Alright, we've got a centre half who is not fully grown, but is reasonable for the level. We've got another centre half who's not fully grown, who again is reasonable-ish for the level. We've got a right back who is not really very quick and doesn't do a lot technically well, which is to be expected given he came from Oldham's academy. There's a lack of fullbacks. Regan Sample, a left wing back, who could be alright. Formerly of Hereford. And Accrington Stanley with A. Taylor Coverley. See, it'd be so easy to improve this team because they're not very good, but apparently we can sign League 2 standard players. One would guess based on league rankings. He's not outstanding, but again, we can make something work there. This is screaming 4-2-3-1 at me. Screaming 4-2-3-1 at me. Let's bring up a couple of the youngsters and see how that looks. I think we'll move up the 5-star potential youngster. That's probably a good idea. We'll move up him too. Move him up. Some quite reasonably able young players here. "17-year-old called Jeff." Those are people you meet every day. Hello. You can join the first team squad. You can join the first team squad. This is going to be a 4-2-3-1. I would suggest this has got 4-2-3-1 written all over it. What have we got in terms of our financial situation? They're on course to be profitable, apparently. Don't really fully see how, but okay. What's left now on wage budget? 2,500. Oh, that's not the Harley Hunt. No, it's not. I was going to say, if that was the Harley Hunt, he would be being signed immediately. Any recommendations from our scouts? Not really. Let's have a look, see who's still available from the Premier League to bring in on trials. Because we may as well. Some of them have got to be good enough. And if it helps me figure out a squad, better still. There is the possibility that all of these players just say they're better than everyone else in this league. It's not out of the realms of possibility. It does have to be said, not out of the realms of possibility. So we'll give them a look. They might also all be utter garbage, so, you know, we'll prepare for both possibilities. But since we can sign people on free transfers as long as they didn't have a club at the end of the last transfer window, we are hopefully fine for these guys to come in and contribute if they're good enough. They might all just tell me to bugger off. It's not out of the realms of possibility that could happen, to be honest. But we'll have a look at them and see what they say and then go from there, because why not? Why not? Come on. In you come. Complete induction. Begin induction. Let's get our tactics set up, shall we? I think we're going to go with a wing play. 4-2-3-1. And that can drop back into a 4-4-1-1-2. Yeah, sure. Sort of makes sense. It's not a bad start. It's not a bad start. Let's see if we can make it a really good start, because I don't think there's a registration in this league. I don't think there is a registration in this league. I've got room for one player in our squad. Alright, that's okay. Especially if we're only going to have 3 to pick from anyway. Let's see how they look. Let's have a look. Right, Welch. Are you tall? You are a tall boy, and you can head the ball. Lovely. I'm not going to loan you out to assist your development. I am going to try and take a few quid off your wages, though. Excellent. Love that for us. Niall Gale, Barbados midfielder, a defensive midfielder no less. That's determined. I didn't even look at the determination on Welch. Not great, but he's a tall boy. Giovanni Andrews. A lot of determination there. We'll give that some time. Oh, hello. Hello, cheeky. Yeah, I reckon we'll give you a contract. Go on, £6 a year. I believe you'll take it. Yeah, you will. Good boy. Does want me to sign one of his friends from Anguilla. They've rearranged this, it's very confusing. Do you have a club? One would assume not. You're with Fleetwood, you're with Docks United. They're not playing for big clubs, are they? The old Anguillan players. Not playing for the big clubs. I'm sure I don't care what they think. Okay, so I've got about a week until our first game in charge. Brian set to go on trial. Thank you, Trequani Brian. Are you a good player? Be nice if you were. So baseball's back tomorrow. It says one sports team can string me along for 6 months before disappointing me. Yep. They won't shit the bed straight out the gates. It'll be fine. I have belief that they will do everything in their power to make you happy. Because if they don't, we'll fucking kill them. Maybe. Probably not. For legal reasons, that was a gag. And I don't condone murdering people. For legal reasons. Glad we cleared that up. I hope everyone's happy with the clarification offered. Murder is bad. For the avoidance of doubt. Are there any Gibraltar national team footballers available to sign right now? Looks like just Christian Warwick, who ticks a box of being 6'4". This is a very annoying rework of the system they've done here. I don't think I like it much. Javier Figueras. I'll give you a trial. Why not? Be rude not to, because you are possibly good. Do wish there was a view where I could see the clubs they could play for. Can I squeeze it in there? Insert column club. Love it. Pretty sure that wasn't an option before, so that will help. Just have a look at all the people who are available on freeze, just to see if we can possibly improve between the sticks and at the back and anywhere really. Quite frankly, if we can upgrade any part of this squad, we'll have done pretty well, given how very no money there is in this league. Until you qualify for Europe, in which case there's loads of money in this league. Surprisingly easy in this league to suddenly have like 20 million quid in the bank after qualifying for Europe once. Because the AI never spends it. Like, I would guarantee that St. Joseph's, who look like they've won the league the most times over the last few seasons, have got stacks of cash in the bank. But aren't spending it. Like, it looks like they've never spent any money. Oh, they spent £190,000 on a player from Worthing. I'm sure that was money well spent. Not sure he's worth £190,000 with those stats, but okay. But they will have qualified for Europe pretty much every season, I would imagine. Like, they've got to have a serious stack of cash. Which I don't think there's a way to get a read on. Finance is just okay. Alright. I don't know. Not immediately my problem. We just have to finish the league in a good position. And then if we pull that off, then I can be happy with what we've achieved. Right, let's see if any of these trialists are worth us taking on. I'm going to say definitely him. Take a little pay cut. Mate, you're arguing over 20 quid a week. Just don't be silly. What's his potential look like? give him a punt. Because why the devil not? Come on. There we go. That's what I wanted, was a goalkeeper with some potential. Ah, sorry. Joey, ooh, you've got determination. That won't work for me. £260, yes. Yeah, well, I reckon we can make a 2-year deal at 260 quid a year. I think that feels like a good deal. Oh, hello. Lewis Hards. He wants a full-time contract. That's wild, but I'll do it. We'll do it. Of course he signed immediately. I've just offered him way more money than he wanted because I had to. Take that and get into our squad immediately. You can pick our code of conduct. You can be welcomed. Hello, welcome Lucas. Hope you are well. Welcome into our team. You are probably going to play somewhere. I don't know where yet. Probably going to try and teach you to play as a holding midfielder. Just for now. Does he go straight into our best 11? Curiously not. But that's fine. That's fine. We'll make that work out for us. Dynamics don't care. Don't care. Train people. I wish it just carried over your set pieces between clubs, because like it's the kind of thing you'd just have a way you played set pieces, wouldn't you? You know? Meet the players. Hi guys, I'm me. Welcome to the club. Love it. Thank you guys. Glad you didn't care. That's gone well. I was like he's signing Santi Cazorla. He's probably still playing. Ugh, press conference. Hi guys, very proud, love it. Thank you guys. Everyone's having a good time. Didn't read any of that, didn't care. Let's just go for it. Have our first game in charge against Manchester 62. That's a good plan. Because it's been at least half an hour since we last played a game of football. Which is possibly a record. Kian Griffin, welcome in, buddy. Thank you for the raid. How are you? How was your stream? Hope you are well, as are, I hope all of your followers. Give Kian a wee shout out. If you're not following Kian, please do. I will go and do that now because I believe this is the first time we have crossed paths. So there we go. We'll drop a little follow. Hope you well. How's the save going? Welcome in, Kaludai. I haven't updated my stream title actually, which is a bit random. We've just moved clubs. We've just moved clubs to Links of Gibraltar. So yes, we have we've just made a little jumpy poodle. over to. Thank you for the follow. I hope you're doing well. Got battered by AC Milan, Real Madrid, and call it for you. That's fair enough, mate. We've all been there. We've all been there more than once. Let's be honest. We've all done it. But yeah, we've just had a 4-year stint in the 4th tier of Spain, where we were managing a village team, and this cheeky little move to Gibraltar came up, and I thought, do you know what? After some long and hard thinking, I should really read these. After some long and hard thinking, I thought we can qualify for Europe with links of Gibraltar. So that's probably a step up from the 4th tier of Spain. So that's how we have ended up here. I say that's how that's only half the story. Let's finish answering stupid press conference questions. As a quick catch-up for those of you who have come in with Kian, let's give you a bit of a history lesson of where we've been so far in this little journey of ours. So, if we can get it all to line up in the right order, which we never can, we actually started off with Iliopoli in Greece, then we went to Hemel Hempstead town, to Dumbarton, to AS Taravao in Tahiti, which was nice for several seasons. Joined Cardiff Draconians in the Cymru North. Had a couple of years with Threnidi in the I-League, where we finished 3rd in the league. We then spent some time with Escobedo, where we just died in the playoffs a couple of times. It was a bit heartbreaking. And yeah, now we have joined Links. So this is country number 7, I think, 8 maybe. We're on a bit of a random world tour. Is sort of what's going on, but I would say things are going better than I expected. So, you know, that's always a fun time. It's always a good place for us to be. But yeah, we do like to do some random things over here on this side of the Twitch. This guy, I need to teach him to be a right back, don't I? Because it says he's a fullback, but he's not really a fullback. I will play him at right back until he learns it, but I just like the fact he had 4-star ability and he came to us from Leeds. So that speed is probably going to help us quite a lot. It's a shame he can't cross, or I teach him to be a winger properly. I mean, he can't really tackle either, but, you know, it'll be fun. I think people spend far too much time worrying about whether their footballers are good at football or not. It's all about vibes and how you use those vibes. So that is what it is. Would I like to hold it? Sure. High, yeah, fits us, seems versatile, surprised he's released, don't care, great respect, thanks, good stuff, glad we had that talk. I've got to delegate those at some stage. Oh, we've signed Denise Welch, we're good. Our centre-back, who has some heading ability, from Crystal Palace. Wow. He probably knows what he's doing as a footballer. You know, sort of. A little bit, maybe. Nobody knows and nobody will ever know, but, you know, we'll make it work. That's what we'll do. I don't care how you sign and identify players, I'll be honest, because I'll do it for you. So that's okay. Right, Ratcliffe signing, good. Johnson signing. We are going to have a team that's capable of not embarrassing me in our first game with a tactic we've not tried, that we've sort of loosely half-assed built. You in our first one, you in our first team squad. I signed you for the first team squad, so that's where you should be. We'll give them some sample. Good. I'm glad you agreed to do something. We'll call Welch up to the first team squad as well, because there's no point in having a big boy and not using him for big boy things. These guys seem to be vaguely ability given players, so that'll help. Let's have a look at our best 11 now. We've made a couple of signings. It's pretty much the same. I'm sure that's fine. I offered you a contract, and I offered you a contract, and we'll wait and see if this guy's got any potential in terms of his determination. Looks like he might do, actually. Let's give him a deal. Why not? Why not? We'll not be paying you that. We'll be paying you something much closer to that. Come on, you'll take it. We both know you're going to take that money and run. Alright, bud. Calm down. It's all good. It's all fine. Goalkeeper coming. Right back coming. Feel good about those choices. It'll all be okay. At some stage. Right, you get in the first team squad. And you. And then I don't think we need to take any more look at you, because you're not really going to work out. You're not going to work out, which is fine. And neither is Bill Clinton's illegitimate child, so that's okay too. Oh, and also you can go, because you are definitely not going to make it. Anyone I want to get rid of right now? Probably not. What are we paying you? 2.9k a year. I don't think so, buddy. I think you can go on a transfer list. You are very much third choice goalkeeper. So we're not going to worry about him at all. We're going to be fine. We are going to smash Manchester 62, the fake Manchester United of Gibraltar, coaching us up. Just, mate, figure it out. It's honestly not that hard. Just figure it out. Someone put the cones out, someone blow the whistle, and someone tell them where to run. It's pretty simple, the whole coaching thing. Honestly, not that big a challenge. I was just wondering if any of those players we had with us at Escobedo actually might want to join us. Like, if we could get Alex Casey to join us on loan. Ooh. With no... Oh, that's a big shout. Feel like I probably want Crescendo Hamdani for his name too. Oh, they're letting us loan all of our old players for free. Can I have Christian Gomez? There's no way they'll let that happen. No. He's a La Liga dos player. It's worth a look at Montero. Will they let us loan Latour? No, they won't. I'd quite like Victor Mollera, if I'm honest. I'll wait, because I can't register him anyway. Arieta, won't buy too much. Alejandro? Can I have Alejandro? 6'7" behemoth? No. Don't be silly. I would love it if I could get Soiveus on loan. He'd be very helpful. He'd be a good signing too, because he has big boy potential. Ooh. That worked out well. Anyone else for anything else? I know he's not a bad player. John, screw it. Let's do that too. Bring in a bunch of Escobedo players. I'm sure that'll work out fine. Sure, it'll work out perfectly. Someone called Senior thinks I'm going to struggle. Who are you? Paul Senior? Should have a word, mate, because Paul Junior thinks I'm doing quite well. So, I think we should probably be winding us necks in. Is what I'm going to say. Should probably be winding us necks in. Right, we are going to get this first game done. We are, I promise. We will get this first game done. We will get many games done, I'd imagine. Now I've done all my transfer bizzlings, or nearly done all my transfer bizzlings, we're going to be okay. We are going to get our career in Gibraltar off to a banger of a start. Was not expecting us to be changing clubs today. It's a bit of a weird one. Bennett, who are you? Ben Bennett, welcome. Welcome, Ben. 65 shots and didn't score. Jesus. That is arguably too many shots to not score. Sounds like everyone is going for an eye test tomorrow. Right, what's not covered on the bench? Let's very quickly get rid of the unavailable players. Ooh, it's a Discordy Bopsy Bops. Alright, that's a lot of shots. Welsh can go on the bench. That is also an awful lot of shots. That's too many shots to not score. Yeah, to be fair, their keeper must have had an absolute worldie to pull that off. Right, where am I lacking a player? Got a holding mid. What am I missing? Start with Owen at right back. Let's do that. Back-to-back games, won 17 in a row in the league last season too, 14, 2 and 4 this season. Yeah. Right, come on. Owen's going to absolutely play a blind today. That's my plan. Why would you have number 9? You're a right back, you twat. You can have number 7, like a grown-up. What's wrong with you? I also realised that was a 2. I can read. Don't tell people I can't read just because occasionally I might be a little bit dyslexic. It's perfectly normal. Totally normal behaviour. Right, let's get used to this team. Pressure's on them. Something, something, something. Go make a difference. Everybody get out there and score goals. Let's do that. Goals. Always believe in your goals. Oh, they've got a fella called Too Good. He's got to perform with a name like that. It's fine. We're going to be okay. We are dressed like bumblebees. So we'll be okay. Once we score the first goal, I'll feel good about where we're at. In theory. I do think it's weird with FM. I know we're going on a tangent. I think it's weird with FM. When you play against dirty Oxford United, their ground has been modelled to only have 3 stands because Oxford can't finish a job. But every match in Gibraltar is played at the same stadium, which also happens to be one of those awful stadiums with a running track around it. And there's not a specific model for a stadium with a running track around it just for the Gibraltar League. Just strikes me as odd that they wouldn't model that stadium, not like, in a licensee kind of way, but, in a way that makes sense. Because that will be a really cool stadium model to have in the game, because, down one, I think it's this side of the pitch, is the airport. And then there's a mountain this side. Anyway, we're not actually winning this game, so I should possibly pay a touch more attention. Yeah, probably not a great many tree-filled parks in Gibraltar. It's famously quite solid ground. Famously a reasonably hard place to grow a lot of trees. Fuck me. Talking of fellas who need to do the Specsavers, he's not going to be here long if he shoots like that. Alright, he did an interception, it's fine. Yeah, pretty much Big Rock Port Airport. That is... and monkeys. And monkeys. It's pretty much the sum of Gibraltar. Oh, Kieran Potter scores our first goal. In charge of this beautiful, massive, big club in the top flight. It's his first goal for, did I say 75 matches? I'm sorry, did I just read that right? That was his first goal for 75 matches. How? Clearly, he was lacking inspiration. He is loving life with us. That's it. He's just... we made him believe in himself. It's a shame we can't make our goalkeeper believe in his hands. Just believe in your hands. Okay, our right back didn't even jump for that. Jumping reach of 9. Jumping effort of 1. Right, demand more. I demand more goals. Yes, I'm trying to teach him to play right back the hard way. I am sort of forcing the issue by just making him play right back when he's not really quite ready to do it yet. But he has to learn somehow. I'm not going to start playing with a right wing back just so he can feel more comfortable. Okay, let's do that. Hector and Gabadebo, Coverley, Tyler Martin, Clausio. I'll get used to these names. You've not been good enough so far. Sort your lives out. The rest of you make a difference. Wardy, good evening. How are you, bud? Welcome in. Welcome to the Rock. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're well. Let's. In fact, I'm very behind on my shouting out tonight. Let me make sure I get caught up with everyone's shouting out. I think that's me caught up with everyone who's stopped by. It took me a minute. If you're not following any of the people I just shouted out, go be following them. They are the best. Manchester City named after a motorway in Manchester as well. No. So, Manchester 62 used to be called Manchester United of Gibraltar. They were the Manchester United Supporters Club on Gibraltar's football team. I know this is utterly random knowledge that I have stored in my brain because fuck knows why. But if you expect anything less, I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, when the Gibraltar Football League joined UEFA, they qualified for Europe. Manchester United weren't particularly happy about another club being in European competition called Manchester United, so they did what Manchester United do, and they filed a little lawsuit, and so they became Manchester 62 because they were founded in 1962, is the story off the top of my head. Basically. Woody, I'm good. It is fucking miserable out there. It's awful out there. Definitely not a good night, but I'm good. How are you, bud? Yeah, sued their own supporters. It was a classic Manchester United move. And it was before Jim Radcliffe, so, you know. It does make sense. Though, from like a business perspective, I can see why they wouldn't want another club in the Europa Conference League called Manchester United. That might confuse their supporters. Just a touch. Not that it's hard to confuse Manchester United supporters for the most part. Some of them seem to still be under the impression they're a big club. Oh, hopefully, mate. Hopefully it'll reach us. It's been miserable the last few days. It's been miserable. What am I doing? Clearly losing a football match. But yeah, there's lots of random stories in the Gibraltar League like that for various clubs. So one of the clubs, Glacis, I believe. I'm trying to get this right in my head. So Glacis United used to be the Chelsea Supporters Club of Gibraltar. I believe they changed their name before the league went semi-professional and got European spots. And random trivia, Omega Luke's grandfather used to play for Glacis United. There you go. I know this because he mentions it quite a lot. Let's see, what else have we got in the Football League? Lions of Gibraltar are the only football club in the world who are officially allowed to use the three lions on their badge by the English FA. They were in fact founded in 1966. There you go, there's more fun Gibraltar League trivia for you. Lincoln Red Imps used to be two clubs. One of them, they were originally the Lincoln United Supporters Club of Gibraltar. Yeah, I don't know why there were so many Lincoln fans in Gibraltar. They had their own supporters club. There was another club called Red Imps, and they merged to form Lincoln Red Imps, but they have previously just been called Lincoln United of Gibraltar, I believe. Magpies. The football club Bruno's Magpies is a literal pub team. It is the pub team of Bruno's Bar in Gibraltar, and they have played European football. They are the only pub team in history ever to have played European football. There would have been two, but unfortunately Oxford United didn't qualify because of the European ban after Hazel when they won the League Cup. Otherwise there would have been two pub teams who had played in European football. Hound Dogs are just massive Elvis fans. That's their backstory. College 75 are the football club of the Royal Navy Mariners College, who are basically there to train sailors, educate young sailors in Gibraltar. So there you go, there's another thing I learned. Lynx's manager is in fact apparently is quite a common surname in Gibraltar for reasons we don't understand. Am I European, Charlie? Yes, funnily enough, I am a European. College Europa is another college team. It is the technical college of Gibraltar at Europa Point, which is the bit that faces Morocco. There you go. I know loads of weird stuff about Gibraltar. It's really odd. I don't know why I know this. Also, Europa Point, exactly the same. They are the club that represents the bit that points towards Morocco. And Mons Calpe are officially the club that represents the mountain. We don't know why. Nobody knows why. But there you go. That's some stuff I know about Gibraltar football. If I think of any other utterly useless facts along the way, I'll be sure to make sure that you know them, I guess. Je ne sais pas. But there you go. It was a brief Football Manager 26 based tour of the micronation of Gibraltar. Micronation? Principality? 1 second, guys. Well, there we go. Um, oh, right. Sorry, guys. Oh, yeah, my neighbour just needed a thing. Welcome, Harry, into the Chatteruno. Yeah, you're an OG on Twitch. I mean, OG might be stretching it. You've been on Twitch since August. But, you know, welcome in. Welcome in nonetheless. Joining us on our journey to or through Gibraltar, where hopefully we're finally going to pick up a win. Because it would be nice to grab one before we go into this international break. I was just having a little think about what I've got in the old tactics box. That we can make use of. Sure, I don't care about some guy called Priestnall. Let's have a little look at what our best players fit into. Sort of saying 5 at the back, isn't it? Sort of. But not really. Sort of. Just sort of trying to figure out if it's screaming anything at me, really. We'll work it out. Thank you for the follow, Harry. Welcome in. NTFCC, Northampton Town? We have to have a guess, you know. Have to have a guess. Nantwich Town? Northampton, there we go. Would have been weird if it had been Nantwich Town. That's quite a rare one. All 6 of their fans. You know, we do like all 6 of their fans, but I'm sure they're lovely. Probably played against Nantwich at some stage, I just don't remember it. I've probably played a very unmemorable game in the pissing rain against Nantwich at some stage. Because much like FM26, every game in the North West Counties League happens to take place in the pissing rain. Okay. Seven players called up for international duty. 7 players. To be fair, I've just signed like 6 of those players. That's probably a good start. Alright, let's stick this Stewart fella back in at right back. We'll let Mr. Owen learn to play right back before we pick him again. That's probably a good idea. Should we stick Hards in there? Have a look at him, and then we'll swap Clausio with Phelan. Is Gabadebo centre half? I guess as much as one can be at this level. We'll try that. We'll try that as a lineup just to see what happens. Harry Welsh is going to get himself probably some football today. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, the Magic 8 Ball doesn't think Northampton are getting relegated. That's a good start. You're the first person to use that command. I forgot it was there. That was an I forgot that existed kind of command. Oh, I've clicked the infernal clicky thing and now it's going to break the game from... Oh, that's a nightmare. That's okay. Right, let's do it. Let's get out there. Let's get a win against the pub team. Bruno's Magpies FC of Gibraltar. Can Mr. Potter get himself a second goal, having scored his first in 75 games? Can he score twice in one stream? Jesus Christ. Alright, I think what we've learned is we're going to turn off shoot from distance. We're going to turn on play for set pieces. Because shooting from distance feels like that's not a thing we should be doing. See if this fella's any better up to... It's okay, it hasn't taken effect yet, the don't shoot from distance. Even though it should be obvious, because when you're this shit at football, you should not be shooting from distance. We are looking slightly better than last game. Where are Magpies in the... We'll have a look in a second, see where Magpies are in the league. Unless I can pop it up on this thing. Is that a stat we get here? It is. Oh, they're fourth. Okay, if we beat them, we've actually done a thing. I spoke a bit too soon. I spoke a bit too soon. How have I gone from a promotion fight to a mid-table fuckery? It's not ideal. That's not ideal. This goalkeeper's not very good. Starting to get the impression this goalkeeper might not be very good. We might have to bin off some players in the winter window and replace them with some more players. Olmedo scored. That's nice. That's nice. Our Argentinian midfielder scores. We're back on terms. We're okay. We're back in the game. We're back in business. You can certainly try. It was quite well built, this goal. It was quite well built. Into in what sense? It's a very vaguely worded question. I don't think about it, is the answer. It's not a high thing on my list of priorities. It's a fairly simple answer. That could have been a far worse question. I was worried then. Yeah, it's not something I've ever given a lot of thought to. But I said ever given a lot of thought. I'm very much of the opinion that as long as someone can make you fucking laugh and doesn't treat you like a dick, what else are you looking for? You know. Well, obviously, some people have more exacting requirements, but I'm simple. That's literally as much thought as I ever give that question. I'm going to bold. Oh, I've just realised I've been doing that in possession. Hopefully, I won't fuck things up too much. We'll stick Gabadabo there. We'll replace Hards with Opong. Coverley with Shawmore. I kind of want to see what this crab fella's like up top. Which of you two is the better at scoring goals? I couldn't even tell what the weirdest question I've been asked on stream is. I've been asked some really fucking weird questions. I feel like we should keep a running list of the weird questions I get asked on stream, but I don't think any of us has the energy to fuck about making it. So if I go more attacking, do we think we can get a second goal? It feels like once the first win comes down, it's a fairly straight run from there. Sort of how I feel about this. Alright, Onyemachi's found his hands. Right. Let's not show off, sweetheart. Also really enjoy the fact that our striker is a Mancunian Brazilian who has decided to play for Gibraltar. It's so random. Like, occasionally you find a... Oh, he scored as well. Occasionally you find a new guy on FM you'd love to spend 5 minutes chatting to if they were real. What's Sunday's side quest as we finished Life is Strange? Well, the new Life is Strange game comes out this week, and I was sort of thinking of doing like a you guys pick the options stream of it. Because I'm just going to do a no commentary playthrough that I'll probably upload tomorrow night of the new game. Might also be some more F1 Breaking Point, because we started that, didn't we? We could go back to the farm. I might see if Chuck's about, maybe. We have talked about doing some maddening. We could go really crazy. We could see if I have figured out of the park baseball yet. I haven't. I have not. I have not figured that game out at all. It's just numbers. So many numbers. Yeah, Benny is hanging outside, but he might just be lurking, because Eddie is a man of many facets and places. He might currently be streaming. He's not. Oh, Ank's currently streaming. That's nice. Ank has just appeared. Love it. Right, we've got an international break. Guessing none of our players that we tried to loan accepted. No, they all said no. They were all not happy to come. That's okay. Oh, we've got people scouted. Pablo Ubero from Mexico FC. Probably shouldn't spend any more money, but can I loan him? What about Martin Jones? No. No. Okay, that's fine. There's no rush. We've got our first points in charge. So that's good. I'm curious to see. Now we're like 13 seasons in. Oh, I'm going to start flagging. How good is the Gibraltar national team at this point? Have they got good yet? Because they occasionally get quite good. They've beaten Malta. They've beaten Sweden. Draws with Belarus and North Macedonia. Win over Kazakhstan. Very nice. Draw with Andorra. Andorra the Explorer. They've smashed the UEFA Nations League Group D, or D Group 2. They've had some decent results. I would definitely say that Swedish result was the best one. But yeah, they might have a team. They might have a team. Let's see, how many players playing? They've got player playing for Leeds. Player playing for what I assume is Vizela? Never heard of them. Oh, that's another. Why not? Let's just click on that. Player playing for Loughall, which I believe are Northern Irish. They are. Lars David. That name rings a bell. Did I manage a Lars David at some stage? No, but he's involved. Who else have we got in here? Player at Exeter, player at Sheffield United, Accrington Stanley, Coventry. They've got players in this. There's a player at Brøndby. It's big Jim Scanlon at Brøndby. They've got a decent side. Who knows? Maybe there's a universe in which Gibraltar casually qualify for the Euros. I don't remember changing your playing time. Be a fringe option, shut the fuck up. Not entirely sure what to tell you, Chief. Are we paying you a lot of money on your, like, bonuses? Yeah, he's not going to be here in January. Especially if he doesn't start scoring. He's not going to be here in January at all. £100 a week is going to work out as £5.5 grand a year. That I can certainly spend on a better footballer. Excellent. Excellent stuff. Draws against Cyprus. Excellent. A draw against Cyprus is the international roundup. Perfect. I don't know why I'm going through this day by day. We could just skip to the next match, couldn't we? We could just do that. See if anything particularly exciting happens. What time? Oh, it's 11 o'clock. Anyone fancy a little casual game of Scrandle? Since we've got some time to get through. I'll let you all decide whilst I grab liquids. Okay, I'm guessing the consensus was no to Scrandle then. I'm guessing that was where we landed. It's fine. That's okay. That's fine. Look, all is good. We shall play Mons Corp. I say this, but I'm definitely fading fast. Definitely fading fast today. In terms of my awakeness. Weirdly, I got onto a normal people sleeping pattern whilst I was away. This is the latest I've been awake in quite some time. By quite some distance, to be fair. Oh no, Williams Preddy's trial's coming to an end. I think I want him. Please sign for me. No, we'll just take that deal. It's a good deal. Hopefully he'll come good for us. Brian, I think we'll sign Brian. Brian, it's £100, mate. Get over it. I don't want Sam. I don't want Sean. I do want Javier Figueras, I suspect. He's got utter shite determination, but he can't hurt as a backup option. Especially if we can get 500 quid off his wages. Sure, that's fine. Giovanni. Well, you're basically a pace monster. Quite a lot to be said for a pace monster though in this league. So we'll give you a deal. Why not? Why not? What sign of Barbados are you into? Why would we not? You can have that much money. Nope, that much, bud. Come on, this isn't hard. Okay. You negotiated a good game. What was that goalkeeper? You, James Wood. Go find a new club. I don't think you're gonna play, but I think you should get over it. How is your best role on the right wing if you can't play there? How does that make sense? I don't think it does make sense. Right, okay. Didn't Clausio score in the last game? I'm sure I saw him score. Definitely need one more striker. Well, you'll do. You'll do. How about I give you a lot of money for scoring goals, and half of the £0 I'll sell you for. Beautiful. Love it. Excellent negotiating skills from Santiago Morning. He might not be any good at all. He's very likely not any good at all, but we are thin on strikers. I'd hazard a guess he's not very good. Though I do enjoy the name Koo Tucker. That's an enjoyable name. So we'll enjoy that name together. Right, so let's see if we can get something to happen from anywhere. Because you never do quite know. You never do quite know. Okay, players are coming in, that's good. Players do be joining us. That will help us out. Make us a touch stronger. Oh, lordy. Lordy lord. Right. Oh, a new Gibraltarian citizen. That's fun. That is fun. Right, let's get this game won, shall we? We're gonna win this game. We're gonna win this game just because I feel like I need a win. Move all these lads up into first team. Anyone not playing that should be playing? I think we'll stick this fella on bench. There's no one else obvious for the bench right now. Suppose you'd argue I could drop him for Niska. No one suspended, no one injured, no one broken, no one dead. Good, okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's get the first win of our Lynx career against Mons Calpe. I'm feeling it. Let's go cause an upset, make a difference, all that shit. Go do your thing. Let's go. Mons Calpe are below us in the oh, we could actually pick up a win here. Wouldn't that be wild if we picked up a win? We'll make it happen. It's gonna happen. Definitely need a goal scorer. Definitely should have done a tactics. I'll do a tactics when I am between streams. I'll build an actual tactics that makes sense for this team between streams. That's a good plan. Just so we know what's up. Right, well, we've cleared it. It's okay. That's what we've cleared it. We've not really cleared it, but it's just bounced off a bunch of people and been cleared eventually. Come on, somebody. Get a foot in. Right, on your matchy. Hoof. Okay, don't hoof. No hoofage. We have not started well here in Gibraltar at all, quite frankly. Ooh, okay. Okay. We've conceded a goal. That's not really what I was looking for. I'd like us to be scoring goals if we could, please. Right, that was crap. Stop doing that. Do something else. Do something less crap. If it feels like a vague instruction, it's because, honestly, it was hard to pinpoint how crap you've been and in what fashion. You've just been crap, and if you could be less crap, that would help us out. Okay, let's hold up. Hold up, guys. Hold up. Someone go scoring things. Anyone, come on. Oh, don't give the ball away, you fool. That was fool behaviour. Okay. Okay. I'm not having a great time right now. Berate again. Always press, yes. Always be pressing. Right, let's give the ball to an attacking type player. We're not going to get... No? No, we're not going to... No? Okay. Come on, someone do something. Someone. Anyone. Ideally a goal. Ideally a goal would be nice. Okay, let's do a tactics. Right, you have been shite. Niska, get out there. Martin, you're going to be replaced by Crab. Feeling on, Hards off for a Pong. Wilson, is that all our subs? Is that all the worst players off? I mean, not really, but it's fine. Let's try that. Let's see if that leads to us turning this around. And then we'll go from that. Okay, we did a tackle. We're okay, we did a tackling. We didn't concede a second goal. These are all positive signs. The team overall is better than it was. Opposition instructions. Let's just hit the apply all advice button. I'll set him up to actually do the applying of the advice automatically eventually. But this is unspectacular. We definitely need a goal scorer. This team desperately needs a goal scorer. And the answer might be two up top, but I don't know yet. I haven't figured it out. It could be two up top. Oh, hey, Blue Light. Sorry, I've just spotted that. I've just spotted that message. I'm sorry. I didn't see anything appear in the older YouTube chat until too late, apparently. Often the way. Often the way that goes. But do welcome in. Can I help you see top goal scorer in the league at FM26? Yes. Yes, I can show you where that lives. That is not a problem. I said that far too confidently. It's probably moved since the last update. Let me see if I can find it for you. If we ever get out of this loading screen. Come on now. Come on now. No, ba 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 ba. Right. Okay, so to find a league top goal scorer, first of all you have to open up the league page, which is like thusly. Then you go into stats, and you'll see it says most goals here. And of course you want to see the list of the top goal scorers. So go into here, go into attacking, and then it should pop up on goals, and there is your list of top goal scorers. It is an absolute bastard to find, if I'm completely honest with you. It's badly designed. I just think, is this the fellow that played for Swindon? It's not. Yeah, there you go. That is the way you find that piece of information. So I hope that helped. Hopefully that helped. Because yeah, you never do know what will help and what will not help. I'm just having a think now. I think I'm gonna call it there, because it feels like a good time, given that I am massively tired. We're gonna go and see a friend of a friend, one of Benny's close compatriots. We should go and see the lovely pixelated suits. That feels like a plan. Thank you for being here, guys. Love you all very, very much. Do follow the raid, follow Pix when we get there, and we shall see you all very, very soon. Night, Simon. Probably tomorrow. Almost certainly tomorrow. So yeah. See you all tomorrow. Have fun. Stay safe. Have a good. You know the rules. Let's go see Pix.